from the new Iranian president regarding the talks in Vienna?
Look, we have made very clear that it remains profoundly in our national interest to seek to effect a mutual return to compliance of the JCPOA. It remains in our interest for a simple reason, because a mutual return to compliance would once again subject Iran to the most rigorous, most intrusive inspections regime ever negotiated. It remains in our interest to see to it that Iran is permanently and verifiably prevented from obtaining a nuclear weapon. I know that the new government in Tehran is still in formation. They have decisions to make about their orientation, not only towards the international community, but specifically towards diplomacy in the context of Vienna, and diplomacy to test the proposition that we can effect a mutual return to compliance. So I will leave it to the Iranians to speak to where they are on this. We have made very clear where we are on this, and our allies and partners in the P5+1 context have made that very clear as well.
And one more, Hezbollah is trying to import fuel oil from Iran to Lebanon to face the fuel crisis there. Do you have any reaction to that?
Well, again, all of the sanctions that are in place on Iran remain in place when it comes to petroleum, when it comes to oil. That has not changed. Yes, please.
I have a Belarus question, but I'll go
Okay, on Iran, yeah, the Israeli Prime Minister will be coming to Washington, and he will meet President Biden on Thursday. According to multiple media reports, he has a new Iran policy to introduce to President Biden. Do you believe this plan could be an alternative to what has been happening for the few months?
I will leave it to the Israeli Prime Minister to describe to the American President any thoughts that the Israeli government may have when it comes to Iran. I can imagine that Iran will be a topic of discussion, including regional security issues more broadly, but I also can imagine that the meeting between President Biden and Prime Minister Bennett, their first, will be an opportunity to discuss the strength of the U.S.-Israeli relationship, the partnership that this administration is committed to deepening in the face of COVID, in the face of regional security concerns, and as we seek to see to it that Israelis and Palestinians alike can enjoy equal measures of what is important to both people: prosperity, freedom, and importantly, dignity. I think all of these things will be on the agenda.
One more